Hello guys, this is WAAO TV. Hello guys, this is WAAO TV. We are all one. And today I'm gonna explain you how to open your third eye or your pineal gland. Let's go. Many people follow a lot of things like the YouTube videos like mine and follow diets and all of this, eat healthy and all of that, but let me tell you something from my self-experience. If you cannot afford healthy food in your environment, how could you still open or activate your pineal gland or third eye? So for my self-experience, I can share with you that there's people in this world that one of them eat only stones, another eat only plastics, and another one eat only fried potatoes. That's the only thing you can eat. The rest you vomit. So if something like that it's possible to survive, imagine eating only plastic. Where's the nutrition in the plastic? And this girl survives. So that only means we are made of body, mind and spirit. And sometimes if you create that in your life, you don't need any nutrition at all to achieve what you most desire. And what I'm telling you here is that there's masters which they have everything activated and open, and they only eat one time per week or per month, like one banana and one cup of milk. That's all. The rest, no water, nothing. Only this. And they do sun gazing and all this. So everything is possible in this world. But doesn't mean that for someone is like this, that for you is gonna be also like that. But unless you create that in your life and you activate that in your life. So the only fight we have in life is the mind. The body does what you create to make. So if you are not a very exercise person, you can exercise that to be. So the body is something that you do to create the change in your body. But the mind is the real purpose we are here. So the body is third dimension, the mind is fourth dimension, and the soul, that is our feelings, is fifth dimension. So in order for you to activate your third eye, you have to be out of your mind. Because your mind is not inside of the third eye. Your mind is there to filter you through the process of going from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. And your mind, I explained that in another video, I will let the link here. Your mind governs the subconscious, the unconscious and the consciousness. And your imagination, your visualization, your ego and your thoughts and all of this. But only one thing the mind doesn't govern is your feelings, and your feelings belongs to your soul. You create, manifest instantaneous anything in your life, anything in your being, instantaneous with your feelings, that is, with your fifth dimensional soul. So your soul cannot descend lower than the fifth dimension, because then the fourth dimension belongs to the mind and the third dimension belongs to the physical world. So your soul is there for your own protection, and the mind is there to filter you from the third to the fifth dimension. So in order to activate, for example, me, when I start to change, I start to eat everything bio, organic, raw and all of this. Of course it made me very good, and I could activate my third eye after a long journey that I felt with borax, because I started to take borax with the raw diet. I was raw vegan, I changed from before I used to eat everything, and then I stopped all that like instantaneous, and then I was smoking, and then I said to myself, one day I'm gonna quit smoking. And even with the spiritual truth, I was getting rid of the cigarettes, and then I said one day I wake up and say, it's finished, I will never smoke again. And then the next day, no more cigarettes, no more. So the body was vicious about the cigarette. The mind, I tricked the mind in say, never again I will touch the cigarette. So I created that in my thought. And then I felt, as I woke up, so we create things from the base of the feelings, and then from the thought, and then from the thought goes to the doing, which is the manifesting process. So I never touched again the cigarette. So I started with my soul, then then with the mind, and then with the body. So we start from the 5th dimensional, then we go to the 4th dimension, and then we create with the physical 3rd dimension. So when you understand this process, it's very easy to get things done in your life and manifested. So your third eye, it's the same like quit smoking. So what I'm telling you by this is that when I started, I was eating bio, organic foods and everything raw and all this. But now I'm vegetarian, so I eat eggs, home eggs, so from our home farm. And then I eat yogurts from sheep and goats and all this, because there's nutrition there that you don't get it from the vegan. So you have to do a lot of things, but you don't really achieve, because there's only in the animal products. But if you buy animal products, you're gonna be messed up, because it's nothing pure, okay? So from ourselves, it's different. So you know what you are eating. And there's some nutrition there that I miss, because I have a lot of problems with my teeth, and I had since children, and my mother also, so it was a little bit genetic. And I'm changing that, but sometimes I have pain. So there's vitamins that, like vitamin K2, I think, there's only in the animal products. You cannot have it in vegetables or fruits, wherever you search it, there's not. So in order to get this, I start to eat animal products, and I feel good. So it's only the dairy that is from me. I don't buy dairy and eggs. That's my protein. The rest I don't eat fish, nothing at all, nothing animal, only that, the dairy. So what I mean by this is that I'm eating GMO vegetables and fruits, and I have my third eye open. And when I meditate, I fly away in my meditation. So what I mean is that you can create the change in your life, which is, for example, every time I put a spoon, or I eat all the time with the stickers. Every time I put the stickers with the food inside my mouth, now it's automatic. But before, in the start, I used to send a message to myself and say, this is healthy food. This is the healthiest food I can get. And then start to create a song so I create a subliminal message and a positive affirmation to myself, and said, nothing is unhealthy to me. Everything I put inside, it's healthy. So afterwards, every time I eat, when I say namaste, for me, it's already include this message. So I create that in my life. So every time I eat GMO foods, because I still cannot afford buy organic all the time, because it's very expensive here. I'm in France, and you can create that in your life. So with the subliminal message, affirmation, positive affirmation, you say that all the time to you, and one day will become automatic that. So you just say one word and it's gone. It's done. So that's some things that I'm telling you, that for open your third eye, it's exactly the same thing. So you just affirmate something to you, and as a subliminal also, and in this doing you will create what you most desire as a manifestation process. So the only fight we have is with our minds, because our minds were had core beliefs and false constructions. So it puts us very hard to achieve something because the mind doesn't believe what our soul does. And our soul already know how to teleport, how to telepathy, everything, because all this belongs to all instant manifestations belong to the fifth dimension, because our soul is timeless, spaceless, and limitless. And our mind is the opposite, like the physical dimension, which is the third dimension. But you can manifest things with your mind, of course. And with the third dimension, you cannot manifest. But you need the power of your mind. So your mind puts limits to it. And the only way how to break through the limits is to be out of your mind. And to be out of your mind, the best way is to be mindfulness. You focus in just one thing and you go for it. So, in order to open your third eye or activate, you focus in your third eye. So you use the feelings, how you feel when you are with the third eye open. Even if you don't know, you imagine this. So you, of course, you know, because you had a past life. So you know already. Your soul knows how to have the third eye activated, the pineal gland. So you feel how it is to be with the third eye open. Then you be mindfulness with your third eye. So you focus in just your third eye, day and night, day and night, day and night, and act as you are already with the third eye open. So the best way you can also do it with all of that is meditate. And in the meditation, you go to your feelings. So instead of going to your head and stop the thoughts and all this, because meditation, it is called thoughtless. You have to be thoughtless. And when you are thoughtless, the real meditation starts. And this is when you start to produce DMT in your pineal gland consciously. So in order for you to produce DMT consciously is to be thoughtless in your meditation. That's when you start to be out of your mind. And when you are out of your mind, you are already with the third eye open. You start a journey with your third eye, and your third eye will activate on its own without you have to think on time, space, and limits. So don't put limits. Don't judge nothing around you. So forgive everything, accept everything, and love everything. And don't put limits, don't put time to it, and don't put space to it. So it's like, here it's better for my open. No, it is only what serves you. So there's no good or bad, there's no right or wrong, there's only what serves you. So if it serves you right now to open your third eye during the meditation, then it will. It is, okay? So this is how you open and activate your third eye, even if you are not following all the stuffs that everyone follows, okay? This is the only way. We are gods. We are the God. So if we are the God, we are all one. And if we are all one, everything produces as we wish with our creations all the time by mindfulness. That's the only fight we have in life is against our mind. But it's not against, you are one with your mind. But it's just a way that we were false constructed with this life, and now you have to clean this, and that's all. That's a clean process, okay? And then you activate, because when we born, we have already the third eye activated, Kundalini awaken, all of this. So we lose with the process of life that we have here. So if you change that, revert the process and start doing as you are already third eye open, then everything starts to change around you. So peace, that's the message for you. Subscribe if you are still not subscribed, push the like button if you like this video, and comment below if you have, and pass your experience to me, and I will sure write to you back. Okay, thank you very much. Share. Namaste. Oneness.